We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that we are endowed by their Creator with a certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Historian Samuel Morris said it well. These words are more revolutionary than anything written by Robespierre, Marx, or Lenin, more explosive than an atom, a continual challenge to ourselves, as well as an inspiration to the oppressed of the whole world. In celebration of this nation, the Municipal Band plays an arrangement of Bob Cotter's. You will hear Aura Lee, Oh Susanna, When Johnny Comes Marching Home Again. We present the American Folk Rhapsody. Next is a medley of patriotic tunes and a work by F.W. Meacham, which has interesting stories associated with each individual title. They are The Red, White, and Blue, Colors of Our Flag, Dixie, the Great Song of the Confederacy, which was written by a Northerner, U.S. Grant's favorite song, Yankee Doodle, and the title song of the medley, American Patrol. Genevieve has a rich musical heritage. And how appropriate on this lump in the throat day, rich with pride and warm with nostalgia, that we should salute our community. The Municipal Band performs a march written by St. Genevieve native Bill Simon. The selection was written in memory of his father, Bud Simon, who also served as a former St. Genevieve band director. And now, with talented soloist Ralph Tomyer, a very special and most appropriate feature, Dear Old St. Genevieve. In our nation, we treasure many national emblems. Yes, we stand a little straighter when the national anthem is played. Goosebumps are sometimes a little bigger when Old Glory parades by, rippling in the breeze. And we are filled with patriotism, knowing that we willingly carry the burden of freedom for the entire world. Military marches, mainstays of Independence Day celebrations, are always popular with concert audiences. Tonight we present an old favorite in which the low brass are featured with a version of the Star-Spangled Banner. In a tribute to our free nation, the Municipal Band performs E. Bagley's National Emblem. We now move to that period of American history when the nation was embroiled in a bitter civil war, which pitted friend against friend, neighbor against neighbor, and even brother against brother. Wars have always produced songs, and people keep singing them long after the conflict. Generally, it is only the inspirational ones that survive. And in 1861, Julia Ward Howe wrote the Battle Hymn of the Republic. Those immortal lyrics move us deeply as we recount President Lincoln's efforts to unify our land during the strife of the Civil War. The Municipal Band pays tribute to those who gave the ultimate sacrifice for freedom with the Battle Hymn of the Republic. We celebrate our national birthday every 4th of July, a day that has importance for Americans several times over. For it was July the 4th, 1803, the news of the Louisiana Purchase arrived in Washington. Another July the 4th, 1845, Henry David Thoreau took up residence at Walden Pond. July the 4th, 1852, Frederick Douglass delivered his manifesto on black liberation. And it was yet on July the 14th, 1863, word reached Abraham Lincoln of Union victories at Gettysburg and Vicksburg, thus sealing the fate of the Confederacy. And in 1826, both John Adams and Thomas Jefferson died on the 4th of July. Our next selection was written 100 years later. The band plays the gentle 1926 piece, Breezin' Along with the Breeze. In his farewell address, George Washington urged us to be a nation, be Americans, and be true to yourselves. The power of the American idea endured because it took root among everyday people. An everyday person, an American, is one who believes in the right to vote, the right to work, the right to learn, the right to live, and in the right to be different. For if we ever lose the right to be different, we lose the right to be free. A true American never asks, are you a Protestant or Catholic, Gentile or Jew, white or colored? But rather, he asks, are you an American? If you are, give me your hand, for I am an American too. The American story depends on each of us. Henry Fillmore dedicated this next piece very simply to us all. The band performs Americans We. As we sit in Pere Marquette Park, amid its lush green hills, one can easily see the mighty Mississippi River. We in St. Genevieve have witnessed the power of that river. We have witnessed its muscle as it rose at a menacing rate. Hoagy Carmichael provides us a completely different scenario, one that he wrote about in 1931. The Municipal Band now performs Hoagy Carmichael's The Lazy River. Next on the program, the band performs a variety of national folk songs, selections that are truly a bit of Americana. In this work by Bob Loden, you will hear Bury Me Not on the Lone Prairie, Turkey in the Straw, Shenandoah, and Camptown Races. The tunes are presented under the title An American Folk Song Suite. Thursday, on July the 11th at 8 p.m., we return to the Valley High School parking lot for our Bastille Day concert featuring Les Petits Chanteurs. Our low brass section is featured next on the most renowned of Henry Fillmore's family of trombone members. According to Mr. Fillmore, this is the valet to Miss Trombone. The Municipal Band performs Lass's Trombone. Summertime is that time when Americans are at play, a time for picnics and for ball games. It is a means of celebrating in an old-fashioned way, a way of casualness that is so true of Americans. And so tonight's sing-along is a most fitting one. We invite you to sit back and please sing along with Ralph Tonyer as he and the Muni Band present In the Good Old Summer Time. I think you would agree that St. Genevieve 4th of July concerts in the park wouldn't be the same without the gift from Ralph Tymer. Please, let's give him another genuine St. Genevieve thank you. We close tonight's concert with a very popular John Philip Sousa march, and with a reminder that there is freedom for all to grow in America. Today, American democracy is the model for the entire world. Ours is the only nation on earth that offers all the dividends of freedom. With the soil of freedom beneath our feet, there are no heights we cannot reach. Ours is not a perfect republic, and if you choose to criticize it, please remember that is your right. But when you do, please remember that your right to speak freely is a rare and precious privilege in a world of tyranny. After the premiere of Stars and Stripes Forever, it was described as stirring enough to rouse the American eagle from his cliff and set him to shriek gloriously. We conclude this concert with John Philip Sousa's Stars and Stripes Forever. with us in tribute to the greatest nation in the world. Thanks to Ralph Tomyer for his outstanding performance. We hope to see you next Thursday for our Bastille Day concert. Enjoy the fireworks display, and until we meet again, thank you, good night, and may God bless America.